I'll do it later. I'll do it later. How many of us have been caught in moments like this often, when we push important tasks, important things to do to a later time? So today I'm going to be sharing 2 truths and 1 lie about procrastination. Procrastination, we've all been there. More often than I would like to admit. Yeah, it's the moments when you know you should be doing something of utmost importance, but you find yourself somehow doing things that are of less importance. Find yourself somehow doing things that don't particularly tie to or align with that particular important task that you are supposed to carry out at that moment. Yeah, so here are 2 truths and 1 lie concerning procrastination that every young leader and every person aspiring to become a person of influence should know. And the first and number 1 truth is that procrastination steals more than your time. It steals your growth. Yeah, you heard me. The longer you put off something important, the more you hold yourself back from real progress. And the thing about procrastination is, it isn't just about missing deadlines. It's about missing out on opportunities. The opportunity to grow, the opportunity to self-legislate, the opportunity to lead, the opportunity to make real impacts, the opportunity to become more of a person of influence. And you know what? Real progress, growth does not happen in that comfort zone of procrastination, in that comfort zone of putting important things off till a later time. Real growth and real progress happens when you take small but consistent, intentional, deliberate and calculated steps, even when you don't feel like it, every day. Truth number 2, small actions are powerful. Here's the thing, you don't need to take giant leaps to become the person of influence that you aspire to be. You don't need to take giant leaps, to achieve the things you're aiming for. It's the small intentional actions, the small calculated actions, the small deliberate actions, the small consistent actions that build momentum. Think of it this way: every task you complete, every book you read, every skill you develop, every opportunity you take are taking action now. That's you stepping into that leadership position that you ought to be in. That's you leveling up, to self-legislation. That's you stepping into an higher sphere of influence. And the truth is, success is not an overnight thing. Yeah, it's not something that that happens all of a sudden. It's built, like I said before, from small deliberate steps, small intentional steps, small consistent steps, small calculated steps. And now for the lie. Procrastination is harmless. Let's be real, that's the biggest lie out there. Procrastination isn't harmless. In fact, it creates a ripple effect in a manner of saying. You think you're only delaying one task, but what you're really doing is delaying your growth. You're delaying your leadership potential. You're moving farther away from where you ought to be. You're getting farther away from who you ought to become to handle the success that you aim for, to handle the things that you have set out to achieve. Yeah, so it's a big lie to say procrastination is harmless. You can always do things later. Indeed, it is not. Procrastination is very, very, very harmful. So you have to think about it in that perspective whenever you want to take the opportunity to postpone taking action on an important task on an important decision, on an important project, when you should be taking action in the moment, when you should be doing things in the moment. It will be sad for you to wake up one day and realize you're far from where you want to be, and realize you're far behind where you could have been just because you kept pushing things off. So here's the question for you: what small step have you been putting off that could push you closer to your goals? Think about it, because the difference between where you are now and where you want to be, where you aim to be, the success you aim to attain, could be one small action away. Procrastination is not the enemy. Your ability to take action is what defines your growth. It's what defines what you attain. It's what defines what you achieve. So keep an eye on taking action in the moment. Calculated actions, of course. Intentional actions, deliberate actions, consistent actions. Even the tiniest bits of actions, when they are consistent, when they are calculated, when they are intentional, when they are deliberate, push you closer and closer to success every time. So take a moment today to reflect on this. What one thing can you do now, right now, that the future you will thank you for? Let me know, share your thoughts. Remember, small actions build great leaders. Eat pause on procrastination and start leading yourself. Start taking charge of your life today. Start self-legislating and doing things in the moment rather than pushing them to a later time. Until next time, cheers guys.